So, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Um, I'm coming to you today shortly after Thanksgiving, and I have just been kind of untapping. Holidays sometimes it's not so peachy and joyous for everybody, especially when you have experienced death. It gets a little harder before it gets better. And for this holiday season, I feel like I'm in an okay place. I'm still figuring my way. It has been 1 year. Um, a little over 1 year. So I think this is my mom's second birthday. Her birthday's in November. So this is my second birthday, second Christmas without her. So it's a little different. I have been trying my best to just stay centered. It's really, really hard for me, dieting, exercising, and eating clean and just mentally staying clear. That has been helpful, or that's like my regimen of how I can maintain. So I know, like, when I'm feeling yucky mentally or physically, I need to kind of do something different or tap into those areas. And the biggest thing for me is social media. I have been like going on like social media fasts. So that's helpful for me because I'm like an empath, so other people's comments, opinions, and the way they're living their life, it kind of rubs off on me. Not in a bad way, because it's good to know what other people are doing, but sometimes it gets overwhelming if you're not in a 100% centered place. So I was actually getting my nails done again. So uh, I had a different lady doing my nails this time, and she was just explaining to me how she is in college and she just felt herself getting dumber and dumber, or just like mellowing out intellectually from just doing too much Instagram. And Instagram and TikTok and things like that is very informative, it depending on who you follow, but it also can just be kind of, it doesn't give you the same stimulation as reading a book. So that's what we were talking about, just doing things like reading books, getting off of social media at least for a specific amount of time throughout the day. So for me, I limit myself to maybe like 30 minutes or an hour. And you can get a lot of likes in and a lot of commenting in 30 minutes. I know I can. So I try to do like 30 minutes or just don't get on at all, maybe like once or twice a week. And it's kind of weird because people post things and then you will see it like 3 days later. But the same thing be going on no matter how long you stay away. I always heard if you move away, the people when you come back gonna be doing the exact same things they were doing when you left. I think I learned that from Eric Thomas, and he was just talking about don't be afraid to like move away, because the same people that you are graduating high school with, college with, whatever habits and things that they were doing, if they are like in your local community, and I think he's from Detroit or whatever, they're gonna still be doing the same things when you return 5 years later, 10 years later. Some stuff don't ever change, and some people have no desire to change. They're happy, so as long as they're happy, you could be happy for them. But anywho, I just wanted to encourage people throughout the holidays. Remember to do what is mentally healthy for you. Don't feel any pressure. I know my sister recently posted something about just expressing how she was feeling as far as losing someone or just getting together with family. Sometimes that can create more pressure than calm for some people. Because, like when you come around some family members, they'll say stuff. This is what her post was leading on to say. Like people will say, "Whoo, you gained some weight. You still ain't got a husband yet." Or, you know, different things like that. Hold on. London. Wait 1 second, okay? Okay. So, people will say things like, "Yeah, you ain't got a husband yet," or "You gained some weight, you ain't got that job yet, you still in college, you've been in college for 7 years." Things like that. If people are not in a mental place or healthy place, like they can trigger people. And older people, older aunties, older cousins, grandmas, things like that, they really don't mean no harm, but they just don't know that it may put people in a bad space, or just make them very apprehensive about coming around, or just create other anxiety. So if you already know it's going to be like a 50-50 chance somebody going to trigger you, not in a good place, just do not go. Or just only stay for a short period of time. Be in and out, and just ignore some of those family comments that could probably trigger you to not come around your family. Because I know that that is a trick of the enemy to try to get you by yourself, to try to isolate you. And what I'm talking about is just healthy isolation, where that you're just working on yourself, you're journaling, you are working out, you are doing some of the things and hanging around some of those small crowds that really sow into you and really make you feel uplifted versus bad about your living situation. So don't let the trick of the enemy get you. Keep um, doing the things that fill your tank. I talk about that all the time. So if going around family makes you feel sad and depressed, you might want to skip a year, or you might want to go for one holiday and not all of them, if it gives you the same feeling. And most of the time it's you, it's not the other people. It's something personally you going through that you haven't dealt with, or you haven't set boundaries where they know they can't say certain things to you. So I haven't been on in a while, just because I've been doing those things, just working on myself, keeping my head kind of focused on what my desires are, my personal things I'm working on. You have to take some time to yourself, off of social media, out of social friends for a while. Not 100%, but just at least 75% of the time, you're going to have to kind of pull back. And I do go on like women retreats and things like that, and it kind of pushes me to different heights each time I go. So when I come home, I try to stay focused on my own journey, and I try to tap into those social groups when I can, but I don't try to overindulge and push myself to the limits, either with social gatherings, being active with my daughter, anything like that, even relationships. I just try to do what is healthy for me. And people that love me, they definitely understand. I don't have any friends or family that's around me like, oh, you're acting funny. Are you okay? You're in a dark place. No, they just respect where I am. So if you got people in your life that's not respecting where you are in your journey, you might want to do some X's and O's, or just set some healthy boundaries, just so you can get what you need out of those relationships and you won't be totally drained. So I was just checking in post Thanksgiving, um, before Christmas gets here, just to encourage you guys of things that I'm doing to mentally stay clear, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all those good things, because they all kind of tie together. Well, all right, I'm going to get off and I'll be back shortly to check in with you guys.